Hello everybody, HectiX here, and welcome to TXR 0. Now, hopefully this series goes well this time. After all, the last time I did this, I ran into some complications at the end. So, I'm going to do something a little bit different here at the beginning. I normally don't do this. But if you could quickly drop a like, leave a comment, that would be great for the start of this series. That would be fantastic. But anyway, enough selling out. Let's actually get into this. So we have quest mode to get into. So we're going to start a new game. And now we get to choose a car. So I'm obviously going to go with Class A. Now I do have a car in mind. However, we cannot get it off the start. We're going to have to wait a little bit. And it's actually this MR2 here. So kind of want to get it. Thinking it might be pretty good. So instead of that though, for now, I do believe, where is it? There it is. This is the best car you can start with. Now I would go with the Celica, but I have tried it, and it doesn't feel too good. It's not the best starting car. So definitely gonna go with this Evo. And well, since it's an Evo 3, well, gotta have it in black. So initial D, gotta do it. But we're just gonna keep it with that name. It doesn't really matter. License plate, as far as I know, I don't think it matters. Well, not yet anyway. So actually, can I just... Yep, there we go. Quickly do that. And there we go. So that leaves us with $250. I don't think we can even do anything to the car. I don't think we can get an exhaust with that money, can we? Yeah, can't even get an exhaust with that money. So there we go. Got our car, can't do anything to it, so let's just get into this. So we just have C1 to start off, so we're going to start with C1 inner, and then move on to outward. So shift assist off, there we go. Now, it has been a little while since I've played this. Since I did that test with the Celica, that would have been, what, maybe half a year ago? Almost. It's been a while. It's been quite a while. So, yeah. Hopefully my driving isn't too bad, but, well, anyway, we're about to find out how bad it really is. So Mr. Thanks is up first in what looks to be an AE 111. Now, I should also point this out, because I forgot to say this. This episode is going to be a long episode, considering, well, I got to make up for what I lost. So this specific episode, as well as the next few, probably, are going to be at least an hour to an hour and a half long. So they are going to be on the more lengthy side. So yeah, if you don't like that, I apologize, but you don't have to watch it all in one shot. So you can always watch a little bit of it and then come back after. By all means, do that. All good. I go that way. There we go. So far, not so bad. A little bit on the understeery side, but this is a four-wheel drive Evo 3. And this thing has a lot of understeer to begin with, even in real life, as far as I know. So we're saving up to get 19,000, so we can get that MR2. Oh, and that is, I just remembered now, the one thing this game also has compared to TXR 3. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to avoid the cars changing lanes. I just remembered that. Oh, they're gonna kick my butt with that, I know it. But anyway. Who's this? Rolling guy number 4. Okay, in a AE 8611. Not the Truno, so either or, there's really no difference besides one's turbo. See, that is actually one thing I never understood. When looking at both cars, they're both classified as naturally aspirated, yet the 11 does turbo tuning, compared to the Truno, which is mechanical tuning. So I find that strange that they would classify one as NA and the other one as NA as well, instead of NA and turbo. I never understood that. Oh well. So hopefully he doesn't put up too much of a fight, well, at least he shouldn't, considering I'm in a 270 horsepower car. But then again, horsepower in this game at the beginning doesn't really mean much. So he's not even in my rearview mirror anymore. Don't want to go in that lane. Don't feel like getting stuck behind a truck. Damn, he's taking a little bit to drain. There we go. Took a little while. But we're up to $1,200 now. And yes, I can use dollars now finally. This is not in yen. This is the North American release of the game. Mind you, I wouldn't mind giving the Japanese version a try, but I don't think there would be any real difference. Currency, I think, would be the same. Well, currency would be in yen, obviously, but I don't think anything else really will change. It's not like it's going to make rivals easier to appear in terms of the Wanderers, but I could be wrong. I don't know. However, I do think the first upgrade, I think it's going to be, what, like $4 grand? As much as I don't want to upgrade this car too heavily, but might have to. But the first thing I'm definitely getting is a new transmission. I am not a fan of the stock transmission at all. I think the worst car I found with the stock transmission has been one of the Imprezas. I think it's the Bug-Eye Impreza that's in this game. I do believe. Or that model. Oh my god. Transmission on that was terrible. So I think it was the Impreza. If it wasn't the Impreza, it was one of the more modern Evos, like the Evo 7 or 8. One of those, either or. But there we go. He's done. Now it's nice not to have to worry about an oil and water temperature gauge. However, if I remember correctly, after each race, your performance goes down slightly. I also heard that if you hit walls, it goes down quicker as well, but I could be wrong on that. I don't know for certain. Glad I wasn't in a race when that car decided to change lanes on me. But now we're fighting a lime green Truno. Okay. I think that, yeah, that does look lime green to me. At least to me anyway, I don't know about you. And he's a moron and almost drove into the back of, was that a taxi or something? I don't know, construction vehicle of some kind. Moron. But yeah, the understeer on this car, damn. Now I don't know if I remove the wing, if it'll help with the understeer, but I don't know if you can. I can't remember if you can remove the wing entirely, or if it just gives you another selection of aero parts to replace it. Yeah, I don't remember. It has been a really long time since I played this. So, but it's nice to get back on here. I've actually been wanting to play for a little while, so now that Kaido is finished, well, it gives me a reason to get back on here and record it, right? So, see if we can get this guy up here. Now hopefully at least the level 1 transmission isn't too expensive. However, I do believe they start you with a level 1 and 2. I think the second one's at like 4 or 5 grand, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we still have a little ways to go on that. However, I will check once we go back to the garage. Oh, right, that's the other thing I don't have to worry about in this game. Tire wear. I can just keep going. My tires don't degrade over time. So that's also a massive bonus. Now, thinking about with the whole thing with the MR2 that I'm planning to buy, I'm hoping it's not going to be a case like the other rear-wheel drive cars, where when you hit the brakes, the back end just completely wants to step out and start drifting. I'm really hoping that's not the case. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm afraid of. That's literally the only thing. Because if that's going to be the case, well then looks like I might settle with another all-wheel drive car to be my battle car, and we all know what car that's going to be. Considering I use it in every single game at this point. Oh, Cheeky Bugger is going to block me the entire way. Wow. Wow. What a douche. Ah, you're stuck behind that car. See ya. But anyway, we all know if I have to use an all-wheel drive car, it's going to be the R32 Skyline, obviously. Even though it's not called that in this game, but anyway. We already know that, so... And this car's still broken down here. It's the second time going around, he's still broken down there. Brakes. There we go. Almost up to $3,000. Now hopefully we have the performance to beat the next guy up here, and then if there's a team leader, we will be able to beat him as well. Actually, you know what? Let's play on the safe side. I'm gonna return to the garage. So did we unlock anything? Probably not. Oh, no, we did. We got a C-Class car. Didn't get any new part upgrades. So there's the AE8611. Surprised we didn't start with that to begin with. I think we did, actually. I don't remember. But there we go. Now let's quickly check. How much is a transmission? $7,200. God damn. That's pricey. Clutch and diff. Yeah, that's gonna take a little while to grind out as well. Suspension's probably too... Oh, I can actually buy suspension if I want. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna save my money a little bit. And yeah, if I remember correctly, these are... Oh. This is also quite expensive. I just want to quickly check. Yeah, it can get kind of pricey. Okay, good to know. So I don't know how long it's going to take before I have to upgrade the car. Actually, can I... Sorry again. Settings. I don't think I get that option, do I? Yeah, I can't. Damn. I was kind of hoping to boost the boost pressure up, but I think I need, what, a level 1, 2, or 3 engine, somewhere around there, for me to unlock it. So, damn, I was kind of hoping to boost it. Sure makes the performance degrade quicker, but more power, right? Makes the first few races a lot easier. Much easier. Now actually, I do remember reading somewhere that higher boost pressure is better acceleration, lower boost pressure is actually better for top speed. I don't know if that's actually true for the game, but who knows. Because every time I see anything on this game, they have the boost pressure maxed out. So that's pretty much what I started doing as well. But we've already left him in the dust. That didn't take long. That didn't take long at all, actually. Don't hit the car. Ooh. There we go. Honestly, I think that was just as slow as hitting the car, to be honest. the way I slid that corner there. Oh, there's the team leader. Thought so. I was thinking about it. I'm going, you know, if I beat this next rolling guy, I was thinking the team leader would appear. Now he's probably gonna, yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if he's much quicker than me. Don't you dare change, yep. Just thinking that. I don't know, that truck just seemed like it had that timing that I wanted to change lanes, and I'm going, don't you dare. Don't you dare screw me over. I've lost track of how many times that's happened to me. It's not fun. Not fun in the slightest. So he's still there. Not leaving him behind too badly, and I think, yeah, here he comes now. Now that, if I remember correctly, was one of my big downsides, at least on this version of the game. Well, I'm totally terrible at blocking. I really am. At least on TXR 3 you can block because you have the little arrow at the bottom telling you where he is, or she. But in this game there is no arrow. So if they're coming extremely quick, you have to time that exactly right to block them. And I remember being absolutely awful at that. At the beginning, it's not too bad. Later on, it becomes an absolute pain in the butt. Shit. Still won anyway. Okay. Oh man, I wasn't thinking that would happen. I thought that was my race over right there. That's usually the case. I didn't think he would smack into me like an absolute moron. Oh god. And this guy's still broken down. Or not, there's nobody there. Okay. I don't know why I forget what they're called on the road there when they shine brightly, right? Forgetting what they are, but I don't know why they still have those sitting on the road. But anyway, who's up next? Definitely not a rolling guy member, that's for sure, since we just beat the team leader. Springbird from Little Gang. Okay. At least beating that team leader gave me a good lump sum of money. So that's actually really, really good. Can't help but think that's a Honda Odyssey that I'm racing right now. Because it doesn't look like a Impreza wagon, that's for sure. So, kind of think I'm fighting an Odyssey right now of some kind. I could be wrong though. I really don't pay attention to Honda that much besides a few cars. So I can't remember. I also just passed a rival. I don't know if that was a Wanderer. It was a yellow MRS, so it's definitely not Wild Child. Actually, I forget what his name is in this game. Because I know he has a different name. Just can't remember what it is. So, yeah, I'm just gonna pull up here. And I'm gonna wait for him, so I'll be back momentarily when he passes me. Okay, so he's passed me now. Just gotta catch up. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to catch up, but the acceleration on this car right now is not very good. So who is it? Golden Cream Soup. Oh, Knife and Forks. Right, I forgot. They actually show up early in this game like they're supposed to. Unlike in TXR 3 where they show up in the second half of the game, they're an absolute pushover of a team. Which made no sense why they show up when they did. However, I'm assuming that MRS is going to be quite quick. I've seen quicker, not gonna lie. But he's staying there, so not too bad. At least he's not just falling behind. Oh, don't want to hit the truck. It's always the trucks. It's always the big trucks that want to change lanes, more so than anything else. That's good because you can look, or you can see them a lot easier than the little cars, but at the same time it's a pain in the butt even more because just the sheer size of them. And the fact that if you hit them, you're coming to a complete dead stop. Whereas if I hit the smaller car here, at least I keep a little bit of my momentum. Not the case with the big trucks. But there we go, we're up to 7 grand, so we're almost to the halfway mark. Almost. Shy by like 2,000, 2,500, somewhere around there. And then we can buy our MR2. And I can sell this Evo here. Even though I know I should technically keep it, but I'm gonna have so much money by the end of the game, I don't mind selling this. So I don't believe any of them require you to have an Evo. I don't believe. But anyway, Talking Head is next from Little Gang in another AE 111. But yeah, the acceleration on this Evo is not good. Oh man. You would think for 270 horsepower to have a little bit more pick up and go, but that doesn't seem to be the case. But do we have a run on him that I can get around him here? Turn. There we go. So now we just gotta keep blocking him all the way to the end. Actually, are we leaving him behind? Yes, yes we are. He's about to disappear from my rearview mirror. However, he's staying there, so he's being a little bit of a persistent bugger, so... Oh, he's finally out of my rear view. Now we took that corner properly. Don't need to mess it up like last time. However, I can't help but think he may have hit the barrier. Because I did see a sudden dip in his SP bar. But there we go. And that's done. Some more money to the bank. No team leader yet from their team. Also, I apologize if you can't really hear the sound of the Evo right now. The car's awfully quiet. Even though I do have the volume a little bit louder than I used to. Just because I remember it being a little bit on the quiet side before, so I did boost it a little bit. But I'm not gonna lie, this Evo sounds extremely quiet. I can barely even hear it. However, that could be because I'm still running the stock exhaust. It's probably because, actually that's probably the reason why. So Lazy Butt is the next one. And an EK9 Civic. Okay. Not a bad choice of car. I'll give him that. However, I do believe the EK9 is a B-class car. If I remember correctly, it's a B-class. I don't think it would be C-class. I highly doubt that. However, I could be wrong. Oop, wrong button. I meant to shift down, not look back. Whoops. Yeah, that's gonna happen quite frequently, I do believe, because I do remember it happening before as well. Some games it's the L1, R1 buttons, some other games it's R2 and L2 to shifts, so just my muscle memory going, okay, which one was it again for a brief moment? Brain fart. Around the truck that obviously wants to change lanes like every other one. Team leader? Nope, not this time. So I do believe that one up, or the rival up ahead there, is the last member for Little Gang. I wouldn't be surprised. Although it's probably going to take me a little bit to get to him. So you know what? I'm going to quickly jump cut here, so be back momentarily. Okay, so he's just up ahead. You can see him there off in the distance. So who is it? Is it the last Little Gang member that I'm expecting, or no? Kiss My Bumper from Little Gang, so... Oh, he's in an S13. Wasn't thinking he'd have an S13. Interesting. I was expecting another AE 111, like most of them were in, so... He's decently quick for a starting rival. However, I do believe we can get around him here. Even though I totally royally messed that corner up. Should probably shift up though. Nope, you're staying there. You are not passing me. Let's see, is this truck gonna change lanes? Hey, it didn't. That's a very rare occurrence. A truck that stayed in its lane. And we've left him in the dust. Why am I not surprised? Now I do believe it will be a team leader after this. Actually, that would be really nice if there was a team leader after this, because then I get more money. Hey! Nice! Team leader. Happy Run. Interesting name. And this taxi, really? Oh dear, he's gonna be a quick son of a gun. Also doesn't help that I've got a very crappy transmission. Now, I would voice my opinion a little bit more, but I don't feel like, I don't think I should swear, but I think you know what I mean by that. With how bad this transmission is. Hit the brakes. There's an excuse to go around him. But he definitely has a higher revving engine, so... No, you don't. Stay right where you are. Going on the defense. Around the truck. Dang, I was hoping you would run into it. Thank you for the bump. A little bit of a bump draft. But we're making good progress here. Actually, he's not even in my rearview mirror anymore. Wow, I'm actually surprised. I didn't think I would actually have that happen. I figured he'd be right on my bumper the entire time. But it looks like this is going to be a relatively easy victory, provided I don't get killed by a truck. But there we go. We're up to 11,800 bucks. We almost have our money back on the car. And son of a gun. Betrayal Jackknife, or Traitor Jackknife as he's known in this game. This is not going to be easy. I'm expecting to lose this. Oh, okay. Thought he would try and go around me. Well, I don't think I'm going to gain on him unless he absolutely royally messes up. And part of me thinks I do believe I need to upgrade this Evo now. Just for the sake of... Oh, he slowed down. Okay. Don't know why you're braking. But there we go, around him. Let's see if we can keep him at bay. Oop. There we go. Don't want to hit the taxi. That would not be a good thing. Here he comes, and hit the truck, hit the truck, hit the truck. Dang it. I hit the truck. He didn't. So when he gets ahead, he slows down. Come on, dang it. Got a little bit too ahead of me. Oh, and he hit the brakes again. I don't know, he gets ahead and then he hits the brakes like an absolute moron. I have no idea what that's about. But it's nice that he's, ooh, that was cutting it close. That almost costed me the entire race. Now let's not mess this corner up. There we go, on the power. Now I don't know if I've beat him before. Ooh. Shoot. I think that might be it. Unless I can scoot around him here. Power. There we go. Oh, what a dick. Pardon my English. But I think we got him. Yes! We have enough for the MR2 now. Oh dear, that came down to the wire. There we go. First boss done in the first half an hour. Looking at my timer here. Oh dang. So we got some tire upgrades. We got a couple new cars. A86, but that's the sedan model. EK9 Civic. And the AE111. Yeah, I do believe that is a Honda Odyssey. And we got his car. S13 Triple K. There could be a joke here, but I'm not bringing it up. Somebody else can do that. But anyway, let's go buy our MR2, shall we? So, car shop. Actually, is that EK9? See, I could have started with this MR2, but it's actually not that good. But let's see, what is the EK9 or EK9 here? I know the Integra is. There's the FTO. No, apparently the EK9 is a Class C car. You're kidding. You've got to be joking. I figured that'd be a little... Oh. Okay, that's tempting just because the meme from Kaido, and I want to make it a meme, so... That's a tempting purchase, but that would never go well. I will never win a race with that. Oh yeah, EK9. It's a Class C. That's a little bit of a disappointment. Anyway, Class A. Let's buy our MR2, shall we? SW20. 204. I do actually lose horsepower, funny enough. This is actually the car I'm in is quicker, so... Oh well. Interesting color combo there. It actually comes with a stripe on that model, or on that variant. I actually like that. I think I'm gonna go with that. That looks pretty good. Normally I'd go with white, but oh well. Save for that, and there we go. Yes, I would like to select this car. And now I want to sell. So, Class A. Evo for 5,800 bucks, not even half the money I spent on it. There we go. So we have 9 grand to spend. First things first, I am getting a transmission. And there goes most of the money. Clutch and diff. I don't think I can afford that, yeah. Suspension, I think was what, 2,200 bucks. Don't have enough for that. I think the exhaust was also like $2,000. I know I can't get a new engine upgrade. Yeah, not a chance. Could get the level 2 exhaust, but part of me is thinking I should just wait, just so I can get the level 4. Oh well. At least we have a decent transmission in this thing, so I think we should be good to go. Let's get back on the track. We actually have a somewhat of a battle car, so now I do believe we do Conjo Outer. Considering we've dealt with Traitor and or Betrayal Jackknife. Don't know why you're starting me in 5th gear, but okay. Now I do know this is turbocharged. It should be turbocharged. Considering it starts off with 245 horsepower, that's the one that has the twin turbo. At least in real life, anyway. So who do we got here? Thunder Flare. I can't quite tell what the team is. Looking at that logo, I have no idea what that actually is. So MR2 versus DC2 Integra. Okay. It definitely is a lot more twitchy compared to the Evo. I'll take a little bit to adjust to, but it does feel a lot more planted. It feels on par with the Evo in terms of traction, cornering speed. Ooh. However, it definitely is a little bit less understeery. So definitely an improvement. Oop. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, he's quick. Ooh. I tapped the wall. That don't help. Well, this has been a terrible race on my part. See if we can scoop back around him for the upteenth time. Thank you. I'm doing more damage to myself than him when I'm ahead. And now we're leaving him behind. Of course. That'll also probably be my next upgrade. Instead of getting more power, I'm thinking about upgrading the tires and brakes. Ooh. Yeah, that would be really useful. In fact, I think we almost have enough for that. Just a couple more rivals and we should have enough. Also, excuse me a sec here, I just need a drink. Okay. You've been talking for 40 minutes straight? Well, you kind of want a drink. Not gonna lie. But anyway, who's up next? Assume it's another one from the same team. Yep. Professor Robledo? Robledo? I don't know how you say that. Yeah, I have no idea. If I keep trying to say it, I'm gonna keep butchering it, so yeah. If anybody can figure out how to say that, by all means go for it. Good for you as well, but I got no clue. Also, that's probably another upgrade I want to get, besides the tires. Ooh. Even though it adds weight, kinda want a body upgrade. Make the car a little bit more rigid, make it a lot better through the corners, including the tires, obviously, but I think it said it was what, $3 grand? believe, for the level 2 there, for the body upgrades, even though the first one was only $660. So, yeah. So I'm gonna need about... Tires are gonna be like $3,500. Then the body upgrade's gonna be another $3,000 or $3,500. So we need roughly around $6,000 to $7,000 for both those upgrades, and we're sitting at how much? $3,400. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit. Hopefully there's a team leader soon. That'll be a bump up in money. And then the exhaust itself is another $4,000. The first engine upgrade, 6. Yeah, getting money is gonna be a bit of a pain. That is the one other thing that I like with TXR 3, the combo system. Because you get more money the longer you go. You don't get that here. But anyway, Mr. Fire in another EK9. A lot of EK9s. Not gonna lie, quite a decent amount of them. Now I was hoping that this transmission would be better in terms of starting races, and it wouldn't put me in such a high gear, but nope, it's still doing that. Oh well. Probably need more power, which will offset that a little bit, so scoot around him here. Oh yeah, this MR2 is definitely good for the corners. Definitely. It's feeling more of a corner, kind of like it's better through the corners than just pure out speed. So if I get into a twisty section, I should have the advantage. However, on the actual like Wangan section of the game, I probably won't have much of an advantage compared to something like a Skyline, a Supra, even an RX-7, an Evo, something like that with more power focus. Stupid taxi. But yeah, so this is definitely a car for actually this section of the highway. This and the Shinkanjo section, because it's a lot more twisty. But yeah, the acceleration, yeah, kind of want a power upgrade. At least also I can hear the MR2 a little bit. Just a little bit. Road Killer. Interesting name choice. Gotta keep remembering I gotta shift down a gear at the start. I don't know why the autopilot puts you in higher than gear than you need. And he's gonna be one of those idiots. There we go. Thank you. These rivals are a pain. They just follow every line you take just to block you. Even if that means that they almost hit a car by doing it. It's stupid. There's a time to block and there's a time not to block. Now we got this corner. Now if I remember correctly, it's this corner and the one legitimately right beside me, coming the other way on the Shinkanjo, that I also struggle with quite a lot to try and make around. Especially later in the game. Both those corners are a pain, because it doesn't matter how good I do it, the AI always goes quicker around that corner. So it could be a little bit irritating. So we got one more rival up ahead. Shouldn't take too long to get to him, considering this is mostly just a straight line. Oh, and we have a second rival over there as well. I actually was thinking that was going to be our last rival up ahead, but nope. Actually, it probably is going to be our last rival, just for the sake of performance. So the last thing I need to do is take on the guy over there as well. And then get the team leader and be like, oh, you're at a massive disadvantage, you don't have enough power. So... anyway, shouldn't take too long to get to him. Because I didn't think it would take too long to get to him. So we just gotta clear this corner and he should be right ahead of us. But yeah, so far the MR2 is doing good. It's not stepping out when I hit the brakes in terms of the rear end sliding. So yeah, definitely an improvement compared to the other FR driven cars. Which means I'm probably not going to have to change the brake balance. Hopefully. I shouldn't. But anyway, who's this? Illusion B. Our first Wanderer. Can we even race him? Looks like it. So we got a boss and a Wanderer this episode. Not bad. Not a bad deal at all. However, he is definitely quicker. However, I should hopefully... oop. Yep. Even though I hit the wall, definitely quicker around the corner compared to him. Excuse me. Thank you. Take that position from you. Yeah, he's staying with me. I'm not surprised. No, you don't. Did not want to hit the van as well. That definitely would have been bad. Finally into 5th gear. I think this is the first time we've actually hit 5th gear. Just have to slow it down for this corner. He's not in my rearview mirror. Oh wait, no, there he is. Can barely see it, the arrow above his head. I don't know, I remember that corner being a lot more sharp. That's probably just in TXR 3. Yep, here he comes for the upteenth time. Thread the needle. I hate that. That is so hard to do with a controller for me. I don't like narrow spaces. There we go. Up to 10 grand now. That actually gave us half the money that we already had. But there we go. So I'm going to head back to the garage. And we're going to get some upgrades. Some well-needed upgrades. We got 2 more Class B cars. Got another DC2 Integra. And another DC2 Integra. So 2 of them. This one's heavier than this one. That is the only difference. Don't know why there had to be 2 of them. Oh well. Anyway, parts. Let's get our tires. Now what rim should we get? This is always a hard decision for me. Getting rims. I don't know. What do you guys think would look good? Actually thinking these wouldn't look half bad. Yeah, let's see what these ones look like. Yeah, those don't look too bad. 3 grand. I'll take it. There we go. So we got upgraded tires, brakes. So we got 7 grand to work with. I do want to get the body upgrade. Yes, it's going to add a fair amount of weight, but it still helps, so there we go. Almost have enough actually for the exhaust including, but oh well. because that'll take us to 260 horsepower. Actually, no, we do have enough. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit more expensive. There we go. There's the exhaust, so we have a little bit more oomph. Hopefully this means we can hear the car now. But there we go. Got quite a decent amount of upgrades. I don't think we can do anything to aero. I think this is all like a grand. Almost. It also adds weight, but I think it helps with aerodynamics. I can't remember. I don't remember. Can we at least get a spoiler? No, we can't. Also, I love how this tiny little wing weighs more than this. And this one including. You would think this would be heavier than this one. You would, you really would. But no. Oh well. So there we go. We have a more upgraded car. Let's get back on the track. Let's take care of some more rivals. Hopefully now, when I get put into a much higher gear, I can actually power through it a little bit better. But there we go, now we can hear the car a little bit. It's the damn stock exhaust. A little bit of a low rumble, but nothing too crazy. All we need now is the engine upgrade, and then this thing probably sound a lot better. Broken Arrow? Oh, Galaxy Racers already. I didn't think we'd bump into them quite soon. Or quite so soon, there we go. It's proper English. Okay, still can't power through that. Dang it. But the benefit is, we have more power. So I can just go a lot quicker. Also, I do believe this MR2 is lighter than that Evo. I think the Evo was 2,800, 2,900 pounds. This is 2,700. So I'm producing the same power, roughly, and I'm lighter. So, ooh. Hello. How are you today? Excuse me, I'll just take that back from you. You jerk. Thread that needle. That was a terrible thread of the needle, but bounced off the truck into the other truck. Hey, it works. As long as I didn't get myself killed, I could care less. But yeah, the tires, oh yeah, those tires are making a difference. I've got quarter grip for days considering I don't have much power in this thing. All I need now is, well, obviously an engine upgrade, along with a suspension upgrade. That would be nice. However, if I remember correctly, the very first suspension ooh, what the hell are you doing? Just gonna scoot around it, but never mind. But yeah, if I remember correctly, the first suspension upgrade makes your car more oversteery. Gives you more oversteer. Then the one after that makes your car more understeer, and it keeps going back and forth until eventually you get a correct balance. If I remember correctly. And hey, it's Mr. Othello! Before he was the team leader in a Peugeot. Or a Peugeot, however you want to pronounce it. So he shouldn't be a handful. So it looks like he traded this out for a Pulsar, and mind you, that was a brilliant idea. That was a beautiful purchase, because this Peugeot here, yeah, it's not going to foot the bill compared to that Pulsar. Definitely not footing the bill. But there we go, and he hit the outside wall, so he binned it already. Thought the future team leader of Galaxy Racers would put up more of a fight, but nope. And there we go. So I can make the car drift if I want. Okay, so that is going to be... Well, then again, I don't think it really matters because I could do it with the Evo as well and the R32 when I had it. You could still get the car sideways. But you can drift any car in this game as far as I know. Even the front-wheel drive cars I think can drift. Kind of. Maybe. Oh yeah, there's... yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be a pain. I wasn't even trying to drift there and it did, so... Okay. Definitely have to make some setting changes at some point. But yeah, overall, MR2, good purchase. Very good purchase. But who do we have next? I'm assuming it's another Galaxy Racer. No, it isn't. Wind of Night from whatever team this is. I still have no idea what it is. I have to check the rival list. So another DC2 Integra. In silver with bright blue rims. Don't know what he's thinking. That's a terrible combo. That is a really terrible combo. But we've left him completely in the dust. But yeah, this MR2 through the corners is really good. It's not understeery, it's not oversteery, it's legitimately like right on point. And to think it can only get better from here. Better tires, better suspension. Oh, this car's gonna handle like a dream, and there's the team leader. Third team leader. I do believe this is our third team leader. Yeah, this would be our third team leader. Highway Prince. Interesting name. Also, wait a minute, isn't that the name of... I could be wrong, but for Import Tuner Challenge, mind you, I've never played it, I've just watched it on YouTube. I do believe one of the bosses is Highway Prince? Something Prince? Can't remember. I'd have to look at that after. But if you remember, or yeah, if you guys know what I'm talking about, drop a comment. I can't remember his name exactly, but can't help but think this is supposed to be him. I don't know why I didn't notice it before when I originally played the game. So yeah. But we've left him in the dust. But his bar is still going down relatively slow, but there we go. It's done. We're up to 6,300 bucks. So we have enough for the first engine upgrade. So yeah. I think we get up to level, what, 2 or 3 for engine upgrades? So I need like 20 grand. Basically the price of this car for the maxed out engine that I can possibly get right now. It's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. Okay, so he's not going that way like I thought he was. Lovely Erotica. Interesting name. I guess they, this person plays a lot of Aero game. Hopefully, or I was gonna say she, but it's probably not a girl, who knows. But hopefully this person's not like Kirino from, Ore Mo. With all the Aero gay. Forcing it on people. And for those of you that know that, yes, I brought that up. I apologize. See, I didn't mind that series too much, because it's anime, it's fiction, it's not real. I just found it funny to see what shenanigans he gets into with all of her friends, including her. So... But yeah, it's fiction, it's not real. But yeah, a lot of people didn't like that series, but oh well. But yeah, I have been on a bit of an anime binge recently, so... yeah. But then again, I recently watched that for what, the second or third time? Would have been like a month or two ago. That was a terrible, terrible corner. Started hitting the wall and I just kept grinding the heck out of it till I lost all my speed. That's not good. Hopefully we can catch him. Scoot around him here. Oh, that was lovely through the corners. The shallow or the high-speed corners, this is on point. Low speed, like any other car in this game, low-speed corners are a pain. But for high-speed cornering, this is actually really good. Also, I think, yeah, that EK9 is definitely... Ooh. God dang it. EK9 is definitely quicker than me in a straight line by the looks of it. Now, we should have enough SP, hopefully, to pass him for the last time. Oh, dang it, of course he would do that. I thought he was gonna... I think this is gonna be our first loss. Yep. Did you notice the slight change? I can't be the only one that noticed that slight change. He was wide, I went to cut the inside, and you just see him gravitate over. Can't be the only one to notice that. Aw, dang. He had no reason to move over and he just did. It's like, really? See? Doing it there? Well, that's what you get. Slamming into the wall. You know what? No, you're staying there now. I'll fight dirty this time. After all, you're fighting dirty, so I'm gonna fight dirty. That was a loss I didn't need, and I didn't deserve. Because every time I would get around him, it would cost for the next corner to be a car in the lane or whatever. It's just like, really? Everything's out to get me this one particular race, and I know some people can agree with me on that. You have a bunch of good races and then one race just seems like it's out to get you. But I do believe we should be okay now. Hopefully. Crossing my fingers. She's staying, or he or she is staying there. I keep saying she because I keep thinking it's going to be a girl with a name like that. I know usually guys don't put lovely in their names or their alias, so usually. But we're up to 7,500 bucks, so we'll take care of. I do believe we could take care of this next rival up here. Not actually. Let's go to the garage. See if we unlocked anything new. Put a couple more parts in the car. So we got a Class A and a Class C. There's the Peugeot. And there's the Mark III Supra. Actually, I prefer the Mark III over the Mark IV. I don't know, I like the boxy design. But if I remember correctly, in this game, it's not very good. Funny enough. But anyway, parts. I do think we can get at least the first engine upgrade. Yeah. It's gonna cost me 33 grand. to get the level 3 engine. So we can buy the first one, that'll put us almost to 300 horsepower. I think that's definitely a worthy upgrade. At least for now, anyway. So let's get that. Leaves us with $1,000 to spend. How much was the suspension again? Yeah, 2,200 for suspension. And the diff, I think, was around the same price. No, diff is a lot more. A lot more. Also, I like how the normal clutch is lighter than the super lightweight flywheel and clutch. You would think it would reduce weight, but oh well. Anyway, let's do one more run, and then I believe we'll call it there. So can I do anything to the boost? No. I cannot do anything. I can't do anything to the springs. I don't need to do anything to that. Steering, acceleration, I'm gonna make it a lot quicker. Much quicker acceleration. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it to a 5. Steering, I'm gonna make it slightly slower. Just very slightly, and I want more brake balance to the front. There we go. Oh, that handles a little bit better. So back to Conjo Outer. This should also be our last run, I do believe. Considering the few rivals we have left, we're gonna get the boss afterwards. And that should be that. But there we go, we have an upgraded engine. Start putting out almost 300 horsepower. There we go, now we get some backfires. But judging by the map, oh no, we have a few. C1 Sabrina, which went from this Toyota Supra to an MR2 in the next game. I don't know, well, I think that would be a downgrade, considering, well, it's a Supra. It's a Mark IV Supra, like, come on. I don't think an MR2 is going to be faster than a Mark IV Supra. I really don't. Even if it is heavily tuned, because then the Supra can also be heavily tuned, and it'll still kick its ass, so... yeah. Also, I think, there's a blow-off valve now, because I think I was hearing that when I shifted. Hold on. This corner will help, because then I can check. Now, do we have a blow-off valve? I don't think so. I thought I heard it. Probably wasn't revving high enough, I don't know. Unless that was the Supra behind me. Oh, no team leader. Was kind of thinking I would get one, and that blue arrow on the minimap is actually a wander, but that is not the case. So you know what? Considering it'd be a lot quicker, I'm just gonna go to the garage and come back. But we did get that Supra though. Class B. So yep, let's take care of this, what I assume is our final rival. However, again, I could be wrong. Now let's see. If I rev it high enough and then shift up, do I get a blow-off valve? I think so. I don't know. Still can't quite tell. Maybe. Anyway, Sweet Honey is up next, and I do believe that, again, this is our last rival for the team leader and then the boss. Yeah, this is our last rival. Considering the car up ahead is, well, the arrow up ahead is green. Yeah, there is a blow-off valve. There we go. Just didn't rev it high enough. have to be at like 8,000 RPM to hear the blow-off valve. Ah, the blow-off valve. Best sound for a car guy. Or one of the best sounds. For me though, personally, the best sounding engine gotta be a rotary. It's gotta be rotary. Can't go wrong with a good rotary engine. Spinning Dorito ships. Let's see, how is she doing? Oh, she's there. She's keeping up, kind of. Not very good though. Oh, even shifting into 5th, I get the blow off. Okay. Oh, there's another blow off. So up to 3,100 bucks. Here's the team leader in a Mark III Supra, by the looks of it. From Galaxy Racers. Mr. Firm. I guess this means he's got a firm handshake. I don't know. Now, I'm expecting him to clear this corner a lot better than me. But if I can get ahead, maybe I can block him. Yeah, I really don't like that corner. Yeah, see? Still gets a better run than me. Oh well. Thank you for the bump draft, I appreciate that. Also glad I have the engine upgrade. I have almost 300. Ooh. And I think yeah. I managed to spin him out. Oh dear. I apologize for that. That was extremely dirty, but that was unintentional. So if this was a real race, I would have probably let him pass me, more than likely. So, but considering what this game is and how they fight against me, nah. True Slide from 13 Devils in a 300 ZX, which I'm expecting, yeah, to be an absolute pain in the butt. He's going slow through this section, but I can see why. That truck didn't help. I was really hoping that I could have squeezed around him there. But the car RNG is terrible right now. Turn. There's the understeer. But I do believe this is going to be another loss. So we're going to have to fight him again. So I highly doubt that I'm going to be able to get around him. Yeah, that car RNG did not help. That's what costed me that entire run. Oh well, so that's 2 losses this episode. One was unjustified, that one RNG did not help. Let's see if we can beat him. Take him on for a second time. Our performance is still good, so high. Now I don't know if there's a... I don't think you can in this game too well, but do the trick like in TXR 3 where you can start ahead of them. Oh. Okay, he's slowing down. Thank you, I appreciate that. That actually helps. Also, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't this where I fought him originally? Or like in this, or start of the race in this section of the highway? Can't remember. Considering that series was such a long time ago. Somewhere around here. Thank you for the bump. Now, is this a 6-speed? Nope, this is a 5-speed. Okay. Good to know now that I'm in my highest gear. But I am hitting 130. Almost 140. Yeah, he's struggling through the corners. This just got so much corner grip, it's insane. But he's still there. I think we're gonna have to block him at least one more time to win. Or not. There we go. We're up to 14,400 bucks. And dejected angel. GG. That's GG. Or unhappy angel, as she's called in this game. Or in the Japanese version of TXR 3, melancholy angel. Oh yeah, she's gonna be quick. She's gonna be very quick. I am not gonna be outrunning her anytime soon. In fact, I'm gonna be blocking her the entire time. Unless she does that. Completely outpowers me. And goes in just the right place to block me. I hate that. I really do when the AI does that. Oop. Can we squeeze that? Yes, we can. Thank you. This is a good fight. I'm liking this. Just the right difficulty. Where it's not an absolute pain in the ass, but it's not super easy where it's like, oh my god, this is really a boss? The hell? Okay, she's slowing down. Good. She's gonna get a better run through here. Ooh. Thank you for the bump. That's a bit of a dick move. But she's gonna out-drag me here completely. Doesn't matter how quick I go. That's my foot to the floor right now. Oh. Really, truck? That was the best time you could turn. Really. And it was a draw. Really, she went the other way. Okay then. I wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna go turn around and I'm gonna go for it again. So I'll be back in a moment when I actually catch up to her. Okay, so I finally caught up to her. I may as well have stayed on the highway I was on, or the section of highway I was on, rather. Considering I didn't get to fight her in that section that she drove into at all. So, let's do this. See if we can time that. No. We don't have enough power to do that, I don't think. But yeah, here we go again for another attempt. 300 horsepower is not enough. But again, through the twisty section, I'm hoping that I can actually pass her. Considering I've got much higher corner grip. Not this time. Thank you. But it's ridiculous the amount of rubber. Oh my god, the acceleration. That's nuts. It was me on full throttle and it's just like, yep, I just hit something and now I'm just gonna pass you like you're standing still. I have no idea where she is. Apparently that's not enough. Okay. Yeah, this is not easy. This is not easy in the slice, and I think I'm running low on performance as well. So, yeah, we lose again. So I'm gonna head back to the garage. I'm gonna put whatever I can into the car. And then I'll race one rival and get her to reappear and have another go. So we got another Mark III, and we got Tailslide's car. So we also got an exhaust upgrade apparently. Power exhaust, level 5. It's 3 grand. That gives me 1 horsepower and it lowers my weight. I'll take it. Thank you. Drivetrain, I do want some better suspension. Yes, thank you. Clutch and diff, max that out, heck yeah. So that takes care of everything I can do except for aero. So let's do this. It is gonna add a little bit of weight, but oh well. I hate the way that looks. I would much rather have that. That is lighter though, but I'm gonna take this one because it actually looks like a normal hood. The other one looks like absolute crap. Over fenders, I think are just gonna add weight. Yeah. I don't think that does anything though, so I'm not going to. Side skirts, obviously. And the rear bumper. So we spent all of our money. I can't get a spoiler. Oh well. Sticker doesn't matter, color doesn't matter, so there we go. So I'm going to quickly re-race one rival, and then I'll be back when I'm fighting Dejected Angel again. So be right back. Okay, so that rival is done. Now we get to take on Dejected Angel. Now I did slightly change the suspension settings, considering I can do that without going back to the garage. So I made it more stiff. I also shortened my gear ratios by a little bit. So hopefully this goes a lot smoother. Get a little bit more acceleration, considering how much acceleration she has. Holy crap, all the bump drafting. And that's legitimately what keeps messing me up. It's just the amount of trucks wanting to change lanes at that particular moment. God, that's irritating. Thank you for the bump. Definitely hitting the brakes there, at least a little bit. She careened into the wall, so that makes it a bit easier for me to run. But not for long, I don't believe. Considering I'm expecting her to be right on my bumper at any moment. I'm paranoid. I think she crashed though. I think she crashed to the point that she can't catch me. Yeah, that does look to be the case, so there we go. 10 grand to the bank. That's the last boss. So now the Shinkanjo section gets added, right? I do believe. That is indeed the case. So there we go. We got a new Class B car, which I'm assuming is her car, obviously. Yep. And we got suspension, even though I just bought suspension. So yeah, we did get the Shinkanjo section unlocked. Yes, we did. There we go. So now we got that to take care of. So I am going to buy that suspension upgrade, even though I just bought this one. There's another 4 grand. Shave a little bit of weight. That's good. And there we go. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Again, I hope you enjoyed the start of this series. And you're actually looking forward to seeing this game come back. So again, if you could please drop a like, leave a comment, that sort of thing. Be greatly appreciated. All the feedback helps and gets the video out there. But with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the return of this series. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.